Hello Wolfpack, this is video number 120. In this video I'd like to discuss my EDC. I'll be talking specifically today about molly attachments. I have done a few videos on these products before, but this will go into a little bit more of the organisational side of it. The two products that I'll be talking about today is the Maxpedition Tac Ties. As you can see, I've got plenty of them. All of these are the Maxpedition range. And the other range is the Blade Tech molly locks. How did I get to so many molly attachment straps or tac ties? In the 2018 Black Friday sales, there was a 2-for-1 sale. Or buy one get one free, and I thought, oh, I'll buy 4 of each, and it didn't quite dawn on me at the time that I'd get double the amount, so that was a bit of a surprise, and it wasn't a bad thing. It's just I wasn't planning on so many. Now the prime reason why I'm doing this video is simply because when I've got these, they come as a complete mess once they've been unpackaged. And if you take a look, this is how they're laid out, but if you take a look, this is how they end up when they are in your hand, and it's just not very good for organisation. So I want to show you guys, one, how to manage tac ties, but also while I'm doing that, I will give you a bit of a background on them. So primarily you've got two types. You've got the 3-inch tac tie. You've also got the 5-inch tac tie. Now, for Australia, we don't use inches, we use centimetres, but for the purpose of this video and when purchasing these, it should be in inches because that's what most people recognise. This is the length difference that I'm showing you right now, so it's fairly longer, so you can't really mistake them or make a mistake. Now, I've wired up a few of these already, and on the left is the 5-inch and on the right is the 3-inch, and hopefully you'll be able to see the difference in how they look when on the back of the pouch. This is a Maxpedition Fatty, and if you have the incorrect attachment, it will allow for a lot of wobble on the bag. So do make sure that you get the right size. So when purchasing your pouches, take a look at the picture on the back, and you'll see by the straps that they're that's 3-inch. So if you've got 3-inch, 3 straps in a row, it's 3 inches, right? But if on this one, for example, this is a Vanquest, I think it's the EDC Slim, you'll notice you've got a gap between each one. So this would be the 5-inch tac tie. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Maxpedition on the bottom and Vanquest on the top. So that's how you know which type of tac tie to buy. Personally, when to use these tac ties depends on how you're planning to use your pouch, whether it's attached to a bag or not. If you're attaching a pouch like this and you're going to be taking it off often, it's far better to use the Blade Tech attachment molly locks because they're so much easier to use and attach. There's a lot less problems than if you have to string up the molly. So pretty much I took an entire pouch on and off in like less than 30 seconds. But if this is really a bad example on my part, and I shouldn't really be showing you this, but this is a roly-poly pouch which you would be taking off your bag often. But for the purpose of this video, I've used the tac ties. Now, This would be fabulous if I never ever wanted to remove this pouch. If I wanted to make sure it held on and wasn't coming off with great difficulty. So that's the difference between those two. So these fabric ones, if you want something to not come off easily or with great difficulties, use these. They're fabulous. They're very strong and well built. But if you want something to come off, a pouch to come off easily, these are a far better choice. They are very expensive. I think it works out for a pair of them, $15 US. I think that works out to be $10 each. And then you got the shipping. The shipping kills you dead as a doornail. Now, back to the primary purpose of these videos. Organisation of these items when you've got so many of them. There's only been really one way that I've found to deal with these, is that if you're smart and you're not using these pouches on anything, like just say you're popping them into your bag just to keep things organized, you can hide these straps on the back of your pouches, and then that way it serves two purposes. One, if you ever want to attach this pouch to a bag or a backpack or wherever you want, you've got the straps there and you don't need to go looking for them. Secondly, they're not roaming loose, you know, they're not just in a bag and you have to go somewhere to get it. The only problem with this is if you've got like the Kydex, the Blade Tech Molly locks in here, and you want to take it on and off, the only other alternative is to rig it up underneath the handle and kind of leave it there, you know, as a handle extension. But other than that, that's the best way to hide one too many tac ties if you've got it. Now, there is one last thing that I did want to mention, is that this is a VanQuest and this is a Max Edition, and hopefully you'll be able to see that the size of the pouch is quite different. Just because a pouch is larger doesn't mean that you need larger tac ties. So for example, this is the Max Edition Chubby, and it's got the 3-inch tac ties, but it's got 4 of them, whereas this is the VanQuest EDC Slim and you need a 5-inch. So just make sure you take an extra close look at that when you want to order matching tac ties to your pouch, whether it be the Blade Tech Molly Lock or the Max Edition tac ties. And the reason being is that I made that mistake myself. Here I've got the 5-inch, where are they? Here, these are the 5-inch Blade Techs Molly locks, and I do plan on getting some of the 3 inches, but the 5 inches allow for that wobble, so that's something for the future. But just be aware of that. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'll do my best to answer them. I don't promise to answer them straight away. And I think that's about it for this video. Just trying to think of anything before I turn off the camera. No, you may be able to store two 5 inches if you've got too many on the one. Doesn't hurt. Yeah, so respect who you are, respect where you come from, advance Australia fair, and respect, honour and pride. Thank you, Wolfpack. I'll see you next time. Bye.